we've never had the opportunity to come to a couples retreat, so it seemed like a really fun and interesting experience that we have never had together. So, oh, you're excited to come learn?
Yeah, we've been working on some really challenging and difficult parts of the relationship. And we're at kind of a crossroads or a gridlock where it's like, we need to do something different and make some changes. So this was one of those opportunities that we never done before. It felt like it was a move forward that could make some change and help us navigate something.
I feel like there were quite a few. I mean, there was a lot of learnings, but just from day one, the stage 3 framework, I feel like I have made a lot of moves in my life to live within my own integrity and not worry so much about what others think of me. But just hearing in that framework, it really gave me permission, I think, in our marriage to kind of define what that means for myself and for our relationship. And it gave me a lot of hope to be able to write our path and decide what our marriage means for us.
For me, there was an understanding of areas where I am showing up in ways that aren't helpful, areas where there's patterns that have been written over many years that need to be rewritten or forgotten. And so recognizing those patterns is the first step. And the conversations and the insights from others and just thinking about it and processing it and talking about it through the activities or just writing, it's super helpful. Our private session was good too, because there was opportunity to kind of talk through some things and understand more about how I'm showing up in certain ways to be able to not do that and find new ways to collaborate and grow closer.
I'd say another takeaway I had was just choose your heart. It's hard to, I don't know, live small beneath your potential. It's also hard and vulnerable to show up in a marriage and try to improve it, but that benefit way outweighs the staying small.
What's the time when you laughed the most this weekend?
The lap dance. It was such a rowdy crew with the guys, and it was just a lot of fun. That, and honestly, just little comments, little moments here and there throughout the sessions.
Yeah, I would just say the little comments and the dance lesson, not the lap dance, but the couples dance lesson. I felt like we were laughing the whole time.
I felt like there's a good time for us to kind of come back and talk about some things. Also just have some time to not talk about some things and just kind of relax or go on a walk. The balance of learning to free time and the entertainment and activities that y'all put together, very impressive. You could tell that there's quality and there's a lot of thought put into it.
I agree with that. I feel like it was a lot packed into a weekend. I'm impressed at how well everything flowed. But it didn't feel too much. It didn't feel rushed. There was really good balance. I think one of the most valuable things that this weekend has given us is just time to focus on just our marriage. There's always so much going on when we're at home in our environment that it's just chaotic and hard to have uninterrupted time to work on our marriage. Just the learnings have been excellent. The instruction has been excellent. The entertainment has been amazing. But just that concentrated time and also the like-minded community that really, I felt like, helped progress our development over the weekend.
This wasn't on our radar. This was kind of something that came up for us and I wasn't sure about it. I'm not a huge people person, and going and doing small talk is really hard for me. And so I had some of those apprehensions like, oh man, I'm going to be with strangers. Is it going to be safe? Is there going to be, we're in a situation where we're considering the future of our marriage and we're thinking about, talking about some really difficult things. Are other people going to be in that same situation? Are other people going to relate? Are we going to, we weren't the only ones that have that feeling like, are we the broken couple that's coming here, right? And I think that was on a lot of people's minds. And if you're in that situation, just know that it's a safe space and there's a lot of collaboration and there's a lot of people going through what you're going through. And life doesn't look like it does on social media or even out and about around you. Life is challenging and there's a lot of people that are struggling, but there's a lot of solutions to that we can find. And so just lean into it lean into the opportunity, even if it's outside your comfort zone, if it's not something you're particularly fond of or used to, because those are real growth moments. And even though I'm not one for like extroversion and things like that, we met a lot of really cool people and made a lot of friendships that hopefully we can continue to kind of talk to those individuals that we had some connections with.